What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Let's get a tweet out, nice and quick, so we can actually begin here. Dearest Chat Marvel Champions. What do we say? Roughly 12 hours until Aegon hits the arena. I'm ready. Are you? I am now. No. That's a messed up I am now live. Alright, anyway. Roughly 12 hours until Aegon hits the arena. I'm ready. Are you? Tweet. Alright. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so I'm gonna commit to the Aegon grind. I did a bunch of leveling up champions and stuff like that, which I will upload in the morning before I start the grind. And I will also probably be doing some sort of day stream for Aegon as well. I don't know if I'll start as soon as the arena opens. I might do that. Or I might wait until like my next round, you know. Sometimes it's better to start the grind not on stream, just so you could really have time to kind of line up everything, run all the champions that you know that you need to run, get that all started. So I might do that and then go live once things are more settled in. But in any case, how's everybody doing? CJ Delano, probably Delano. I don't know. I probably messed up your name more than one time just now. CJ, thank you very much for the 5. At least the CJ part I won't mess up. Thank you, man. Saying, what's up, BG? You finally got 5.4 down tonight. Ultron sucks to fight. He's tough, man. He's really tough. When he was first released, he was a big roadblock for players. There's a lot of people that, dude, just backed out. Like, that fight was rough, man. Dude, thank you very much for the 5, though. You got something coming to you. Stop. Thank you very much, man. Congrats on getting 5.4 down. Good stuff. Good stuff. What do we got here? Hunter Creed, first one here, followed by Matt Murdoch. You got Pixie Bell, Donut Cop, Hector, Miguel, Tom, Hobbit, Red, Man Falcon, Cody. What's up, everybody? What is up? All right, we got to do a little bit of an energy dump. We got to take a big old energy dump all over this event quest, which for some reason does not seem right because there's a Black Widow on the cover. Feels like we're taking a dump on Black Widow. Anyway, let's let's go ahead and just auto fight through a little bit of heroic. Kick things off here, man. Let's get some good auto fight champions in. We don't need power. We need speed. Let's get you. Let's get the 4-star version. Actually, well, while I'm here, pull Magneto in. And let's get the 4-star version of Void. There we go. Alright. CJ, sending over another 5. Dude, thank you very much. Let me start a path here, and then I will check out your message. Alright. Let's go straight up the middle. CJ, thank you very much. Saying, I was so close to quitting. I spent way too many units. He kept proccing regen, and I'd have to quit. Yeah, man.
Man loves beans.
His regen is no joke. It's pretty rough, man. It's pretty rough stuff. I'm happy you got it down, though, man. Thank you very much for the now 10. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Steven S16 sending over a buck as well. Thanks, man. Saying, yo, what's up, BG? Today I pulled a 5-star Human Torch. Love playing with him. Does he need to be awakened? So, not exactly. For most content, I don't think Torch needs to be awakened. For most content, You know, he's not the type of champion they use for every single fight. He's more of a champion that you bring in for a little bit of specialty purposes. You know, you got a powerful energy-based attacker, or I'm sorry, defender that you're fighting, or mystic champion that you want to take down, or you want to reverse the healing of someone with, you know, with his novas and stuff like that. Usually only need him for, like, you know, to activate his pre-fight ability for, like, once on a path. Usually it's not that big of a deal to have him unawakened. In the Abyss, once you're ready for the Abyss, in that case, because you are using him and reviving him and using him again and again and again, then he needs to be awakened for something like that. But outside of the Abyss, no, his awaken ability is not needed. Thank you very much for the buck, Scotty Lang sending over a buck as well. We got a last message, or is this Paseo? Hashtag everyone agree on 50 million for Aegon. Is this the Hobbit raid message? Hobbit, thank you very much for the raid. 50 mil. Let's all agree on 26,000. Not even million, just 26,000. But alright, Scotty saying, got my first 6-star tonight. Black Panther Civil War. Rip. Bummer, dude. That is unfortunately not a great 6-star, as you are already aware. Sorry to hear it, man, but hey, it's just the first 6-star of many. There will be better 6-stars. Keep playing, keep popping. There will be better ones. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the buck. Tom Luckman sending over a buck. One of them New Zealand bucks, as a matter of fact. Saying, BG opened a 6-star today, and I got the duck with 3 exclamation marks. Howard. Rip. Tom, I'm so sorry. Oh, man, does anybody have some good 6-star luck news? Or is everybody just pulling crap 6-stars? I was thinking, ooh, speaking of 6-stars, I was tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I was tempted to kind of blitz Act 6, or not Act 6, the uncollected difficulty, and then see what other crystals I could maybe pop open, see if I can kind of get my way up there to pop open another 6-star crystal, because I think I could make it. Pretty close. And I was going to do that today as like a, you know, prep for Aegon, but I think I have enough champions. With all the rank ups I just did and everything like that, I think I'll be alright. I don't think I need to rush that content, so. BG, what'd you do today? You know, I thought I would go out and get as close to as many people as possible. Very unlike me to even leave the house, but I thought now's the time, you know. No, just kidding. What did I do today? Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Did record and edit one video that'll be uploaded tomorrow before I start the Aegon grind. I showered for the first time in April. You know, took a shower. I don't know. The usual day, man. The usual day of laying face down in my living room, wondering why pants exist. You gonna be refreshing for Aegon, BG? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go as high as I can without refreshing. And I think that'll be enough. But we'll see. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, Jay Divine? Alright, let's hit next. Let's keep it rolling. We got any items on this map? Oh, we have a level 1 potion on the left. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Yep, level 1 potion. Okay. Let's wrap around then. Let's grab it. GG, what do you think the 4-star Aegon Arena cutoff will be? Not super high. I would say Probably 6.5 to 7 million. I'll probably mark it down as 7 million just to keep it shorter. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like Aegon, even a 4-star Aegon can be useful, but he really shines more as a 5 or a 6-star than he does as a 4-star. Content when you're using 4-star champions, if you're, I don't know, I don't want to say you could never ramp them up, because there's certainly content where you know, it's long enough and you will be able to ramp him up and take advantage of his abilities and things like that. But more often than not, I would rather use other champions than Aegon in 4-star content. So yeah, I don't know how everyone else feels about that. If everyone else, you know, maybe people will just buy into the Aegon hype, not realizing that 4-star content a little bit different than 5-star content. And it could push his cutoff a bit higher, but otherwise, I mostly just consider him a just a rerun champion, and I don't think he's gonna go that high. So, Ryan Grant, can you answer my serious question from 5 minutes ago? I asked you from 5 minutes ago. I will do it this time, yes, but it would really help. It would help me if you're able to just ask your question again. Your last one is April showers bring banana odors. That wasn't a question. Alright, one before that. Ryan Grant, do you know if Nightcrawler with the Havoc synergy works for Do You Bleed? I believe so. I don't think you even need the synergy, but the synergy would help. I believe it works. I don't know how effective it is, but I believe it is classified as bleed damage and would actually inflict damage, but I don't know if I ever tested it out. I remember thinking about it. I remember Pete, son of a, I just kicked something under my desk. I think Pete was gonna try that for one of his Legends runs or something, and then I think he went with someone else, but anywho, by Albus sending over 5. Thank you so much. Saying I did in fact pull a good 6-star today. KingGroot. Joking, of course. Oh my goodness. I'm really happy I didn't blitz the 6-star, because today just doesn't seem to be the day for 6-stars, man. I know that doesn't make any sense, and that's not how the game works, but still, man, rough stuff on these openings, guys. BG, every morning I get up and walk down my driveway only to be run over by a bike out of nowhere. It's a vicious cycle. Oh, son of a Tom. Blindsided me with that one. I thought it was a serious comment at first. Nightcrawler works for Do You Bleed. Pretty effective. He was my choice for that Gwenpool in 6.4.1. Okay. Alright, sounds good. We got the confirmation. Hey BG, how's it going? Have you been listening to Devin Townsend's live fundraiser videos on YouTube during quarantine? No, I have not, but I did see. So I mean, I didn't listen to them, but I did see that they were posted, and I listened to like 5 minutes of one of them where I guess he was having technical difficulties streaming it on Twitch, and then synced up the audio later for YouTube or something like that. But no, I haven't actually. Whoa, what a map. This is a big ass map. It looks kind of big actually. I guess it's, I don't know, probably normal. Anyway, let's go this way first. But anyway, no, I have not been watching them. I do love me some Devin Townsend though. That was a good one. Don't boo, Brian. I have to. Don't encourage him. Ah, man, there's too many people laughing at Tom's jokes. See, this is the problem. He gets encouraged, and then he just keeps making more jokes. BGE, which 4-star should I max out? Sentinel or Infinity Man? Sentinel. Both unduped. I plan to push for uncollected soon. Yeah, I'd recommend going with Sentinel over Infinity Man. You know, Infinity Man, he's not a bad champion. You might still want to use him if you see an Iceman on your path or something like that if you don't have another counter. But otherwise, I consider Sentinel to be the stronger champion. It'd be nice if he was Awakened. I do think there's a big difference between Awakened versus Unawakened in terms of ramp-up speed. But even still, I personally prefer Sentinel. Stroke of my saber, send it over 2, saying, more jokes, Tom. No! No! That's even worse than laughing. Oh, man. Don't encourage him through a super chat. Stroke of my saber. Ah, man. Thought you were on my side. Well, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate that at least. BG, should I rank 3 my unawakened 6-star Warlock? Tough call, man. You know, when it comes to rank 3ing champions, you're certainly far enough into the game where you don't really need my help and advice on you know, where Warlock is going to be useful and things like that. I think in this case it comes more down to if you care about prestige. If you don't care about prestige, then I would say, yeah, rank 3ing Warlock, that's a pretty sick rank up. If, however, you care about prestige, then rank 3ing an unawakened champion is prestige suicide right there, man. So, Michelangelo Carroll sending over 2, saying, Yo, BG, got a 5-star Gwenpool. How do you feel about her? I think she's cool. I think, you know, like that was my first great 5-star champion, actually, Gwenpool. And I used her for Labyrinth of Legends, and she was my go-to champion for Alliance War, general questing purposes, got me through, you know, Act 5, things like that. So I think she's a great champion. That said, I do think more powerful champions have been released since Gwenpool. And she is still strong, but she's not quite, you know, leading the pack in terms of powerful champions in this game. So it depends on your other champions. If your 5-star roster isn't that big yet, then I would say totally rank her up. She's powerful. She's worth it. But if you already have some other powerful champions ranked up, you may not use her a ton. If she's awakened, she can tank specials and stuff like that, and there are some cases where I'll still use Gwenpool, even though I don't have her at rank 5. Okay, let's get out of here. We're done with energy. Let's move on to the arenas. Try to wrap up whatever we can, whatever milestones we can grab last minute here in the arenas. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. Showing my saber, sending over another 2, saying, say my name for Pixie's Entertainment. Well, I guess I just did. And I see right above that comment from Pixie Bell, ha 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 ha. Oh man, I'm glad you guys get a kick out of it. Took my Warlock to rank 3 unawakened, did you? Oh, nice, man. I'm guessing, hold on, what is Warlock anyway? Tomo, I'm guessing you use him for Alliance War? I mean, he's a sick champion, like, Warlock, man, one of my most desired champions. I think he's really cool. But people
loves beans.
People use Warlock offensively and defensively in war, right? But alright, anyway, man, thank you. I see some more super chats. Thank you, guys. All right. By elbow, send it over. Another 5 saying I don't even know what his joke was, but if it's torture, if it's to torture you, so be it, Tom. Wow. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the 5. Oh man. All right, Tom also sent over 2 more saying, "Last BG, it's not a joke." Oh God. All right, fine. BG, I made a playlist for hiking. It has music from Peanuts, the Cranberries, and even Eminem. I call it my trail mix. I don't know what to say anymore. I guess the only thing to really say is boo. Tom, thank you very much for the 2. Doobie Addict sent over 2 saying, sent you some tweets today. Check them out. Okay. What do we got here? Were they recent? I don't know if I see anything recent. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay. Right here. I think this one's you, right? I legit have a problem, man. Dude, you gotta take it easy. you gotta take it easy on those cav crystals, man. They will end you if you're not careful. But congrats. Hey, that Hulkbuster. The buff's coming soon. Couple new 5s. Good stuff, man. But take it easy on the calves. There's been many a person who has regret how many cav crystals they've opened. Take things slow. The cav crystals will always be there. Just remember that. You gotta pace yourself. But dude, thank you. I think that's yours, right? Thank you for the 2. If there was a different tweet, that wasn't even the first tweet I sent one yesterday. Now technically, oh, okay. Let me check on that. Let me see. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Luck continues. Oh, nice, dude. You got that that mojo, huh? Wait, who'd you pick on this one? Okay, I'm guessing Venom, because no one in their right mind picks Daredevil. Taskmaster already awakened. Oh, nice, dude. Good stuff. Jay Devine also said over 3 saying, BG last, please. All right, Jay, give me 1 sec on that, dude. Let me get out of this fight. But Jay, thank you, man. Jay Devine, where you at? Here we go. By the way, Bry Guys, 6,500 units on the champion fight for the first time this morning. Almost lost my mind and sanity, and that was him raw with no links. Won't be going back to 6.2 for a long time. Ouch, dude. Yeah, man, the champion, he is no joke at all, dude. Congrats on getting him down, but yeah, man, that is a rough fight. That is a very rough fight. Ugh, I feel for your units, dude. Actually, oh, dude, what did I just say? That came out, that came out very wrong. But thank you for the 3, Jay. Corey sending over a buck, saying, I fear my stuttering brother may never finish his prison sentence. Boo. I actually stuttered while reading your message, actually. Oh, man, I'm saying the word... I noticed... You guys ever notice, like, little things about your speech that you want to change? Like, I've been saying the word actually a lot recently. It's probably always been that way, and I probably just noticed, but... It's become too much. It's actually been a million times that I've said the word actually. BG, when will you be streaming Act 6? I planned on getting back in there probably this weekend, except I'm going to be doing the Aegon grind, and I might be doing that grind twice. So, as a result of that, it's probably going to be after the Aegon grind is over that I get back to Act 6. Evening BG, just want to say I hate these ridiculous quests. Also, that new Black Widow's animations are sick, and vodka is good. Alright, man. Sounds good. Enjoy your vodka. I haven't faced Black Widow yet, but I did watch the video that was posted on the Marvel Champions YouTube channel with Dave and Kabam John. It's good stuff. Highly recommend it if you guys have not seen it. McNoobpool, hitting that member button. Thank you so much, McNoobpool. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana. If it pops up on screen, don't make me look like a fool. If it pops up on screen, alright, give up. Son of a, there it goes. Your banana is growing. But thank you, man. You now have access to all these fantastic custom emojis as well. Thank you very much. Okay, BG, you're gonna do a Venom the Duck facts video? Nah. That was McFabio that had all of the Venom the Duck facts, man. I'm just an amateur knower of the duck. Oh no. I was gonna try to get as close to 1.5 million as possible. This might be too much. 1.511 might be too much. All right. Let's just get the 5 stars going in here. BG, have you gathered intel? Is that what the new thing is called from the monthly? I have not. I have not done any of that stuff yet. Poor time management issues, always. BG cannot decide who to rank up, Domino or Colossus. Personally, I prefer Colossus between the two. That's who I gotta recommend. But, you know, both good champs. I think someone said her basic damage makes her hit like a wet noodle. Yeah, her damage output didn't seem that strong, but she does have shocks. It's a little bit hard to tell if her damage is going to be good or not. I'm also kind of curious how she'll work in the incursions. You can boost the shocks and stuff. Easy, sending over $1 saying, BG, I thought one of those Nexus crystals, or I bought one of those Nexus crystals, and had to choose between Awakening Cable, Awakening Mordo, or Awakening Mephisto. I went with Mephisto, think that was the right choice. Yeah, absolutely. Hands down the best choice out of those. Mephisto is actually a usable champion. Cable, man, if they just gave him some additional damage, his abilities actually aren't that bad. And he would be more useful, but yeah, as it stands, he kind of sucks. And then Mordo, his Awaken ability, it's not needed. Mordo's already a champion that people don't really use offensively all that much, but offensively, defensively, it doesn't matter. His Awaken ability doesn't really come into play. I think it's what, like energy resistance when you're blocking, and then you could block unblockables or something. But yeah, Mephisto, on the other hand, he's useful in certain quests. Maybe not who you put on the team all the time, but his Awaken ability is nice too. Bananas are great. The spring cleaning did wonders for me. Got 5-star Mysterio and 4-star Doom and Claire. Got a bunch of 4-star Max Sig ability. Wish it was a tad longer. Yeah, man. Well, that's good. Congrats on all that. Thank you once again for the support. ABG did my first Abyss run today with 5-star rank 5 Aegon. Doug, nice. Got a skill awakening gem. Should I awaken 6-star Aegon to do other lines someday, or awaken my 6-star already rank 2 Nick Fury? Oof. Bit of a tough call. You know, Nick Fury, he doesn't need high Sig level. Whereas I feel like that Aegon as a 6-star, yeah, if you get Aegon to, you know, rank 3 and high Sig level, it'd be noticeably cheaper to get through the Abyss. That's for sure. So it's a tough choice. I mean, I think both options have their merits. What would help you the most right now is probably just giving it to Nick Fury. And what would help you in the long run is, if you decide not to go with Nick Fury, I would probably just recommend sitting and waiting on it. Well, I mean, I don't know if you have 6 stones for Aegon. I was kind of assuming that you didn't have 6 stones, but that's maybe an incorrect assumption. Maybe you already have 6 stones. But if you don't have 6 stones, then yeah, I would probably just sit and wait on that gem if you do decide to go with someone like Aegon. So, kind of depends if you want to use it now or potentially wait for the future. I think they're both good options. There you are. I just got notified you're live. Just now? 30 minutes into it? Yeah, that sounds about right. Mordo is just the resist while blocking. It maxes at like 80% though. Okay. Got it. Alright. Terranator 11, send over $1. Thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Hang on. Okay, there is no last one actually. Just sending over $1 to support me in the channel and all that. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The intel thing is cool. First time I've seen MCOC do a puzzle/riddle objective. Wish they can do that more often. Puzzle/riddle objective? Okay, now I'm interested. I actually haven't looked into the event at all, but hold on. Defeat target in a quest, arena, incursion, or duel. Target was last seen in Black Widow, Red by Dawn, Chapter 1, Quest 1. Target was heading northeast. Oh man, that does sound pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. So this is more of a this is more of like if I don't know, I consider these objectives to be in like that same category of like a quest. You know, and sometimes your quest is something real simple. They tell you exactly what to do. And sometimes in games, they don't tell you what to do. And yeah, that is pretty cool. And then what do you get? Key card. Use key cards to gain mission 2. Okay. And then this one. Oh, geez. Okay. That's all. So you could get one of just a small number of champions for opening this crystal. Good lord. Can you imagine the game if they make a crystal like this 3 years from now? Just add, it just keeps going and going and going. Alright, let's go back to the arena. Actually, I didn't hit my helps today. Let's do that real quick. Just noticed. J Mets, thank you very much for the buck. Where are you at? We go. BG, I just have 11 paths left in 6.4. 1 in point 3, 5 in point 5, and 5 in point 6 before going back and finishing 6.3 and 6.2. All I can say currently is Darkhawk can just roll over any time now. Oh man. Is that a rough fight for you, man? He did seem like he did seem pretty tough compared to the other bosses. So I'm waiting to rank up my torch specifically for that fight. But okay. Wait, Darkhawk was in the he's in the third quest, right? So you only have one more to go? Okay. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. Alright, hold on, let me get back into the arena. What is this? Manimos? I feel like... Wait, what? I feel like I can't read this name. I know it's not an actual name. Because the end part says cabbage. Something about cabbage. Is mating with a cabbage? Like mating with a cabbage? Is that what that is? Well, either way, thank you very much for the 2. Saying, BG, who is the best bleed champion in the game? Probably Nick Fury. Yeah, it's probably Nick Fury. Nick Fury on his in his ending light attack does a crazy amount of bleed. You could argue that could be other champions could take that top spot. Blade, I don't think he has as much damage on his bleeds, but he does do a lot of bleed damage, and he also has healing to go with it. And I can see someone making the case for like that healing being more beneficial, not to mention being able to shut down abilities, especially if you have some synergy slots available for him. So maybe he could be considered the best. I don't know if there's like a if you're talking about like fastest. I'm kind of curious how Squirrel Girl holds up, because speed-wise, I think she's actually pretty quick. Kind of curious about her in like a Legends run setting. I'm not sure if anyone used her for like do you bleed nodes. There's not that many people that have Squirrel Girl ranked up even, but she's also really powerful when it comes to bleeds. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody, but I would say those 3 are probably the top ones that I could think of at least. But yeah, if I could only have one of those, it would probably be Nick Fury. But yeah, thank you very much for the 2. Thanos sent it over Buck as well, saying, why do you not want to go over 1.5 mil? I don't understand. Let's go take a look at it real quick. I'll break it down. Let's see. So, if we look at the rewards, essentially it comes down to this. The top 1 to 10% rewards, if you already have KingGroot and have him awakened and everything, the top 1 to 10% rewards are not as good as the 11 to 25% rewards. Technically, there's more technically there's more 5-star shards for the 1 to 10%, but with these 4-star hero crystals, let's do a little bit of math real quick. So when duplicating a 4-star champion, you get 275 5-star shards, right? So 275, and this is 25% of that crystal, so we'll divide this by 4. That's 68.75 shards. So assuming you get a new, assuming you dupe a champion with those 4-star shards, that's already putting you up to 268.75 5-star shards. But then also, if you get a max sig crystal out of it, that often has another 275 5-star shards, so we'll double up this amount. And now we're looking at 137.5 additional shards, which add that's the 200. And now we have even more 5-star shards for the 11 to 25%. Which I can't guarantee that it would be a max sig crystal. But you also get, you know, ISO and stuff like that for opening 4-star crystals. So, yeah. Crap, I didn't want to go out that way. But yeah, that is why. Thanos, thank you very much. Kyle Morgoon sending over one of them Canadian loonies saying, "Hey BG, plan on making a push for uncollected. Any champions you recommend?" I can recommend some, yes, and I will in a moment. But I will also say this: whatever champions you have that are ranked up just right now as is, like your strongest champions, they're probably fine. You know, whoever your strongest champions are, just use those. But if you have the luxury of ranking up specifically for the champion fight, I would say champions with auto evade, like Spider-Gwen or Stark Spidey, are really good because his specials are like near impossible to evade, man. So yeah, auto evade's really good. Or power control champions, where you could drain his power, because again, the whole idea is to do as much damage as possible while not getting hit by his specials, and you could avoid them either with auto evade, or you're just a god at evading his specials, or by limiting his power. So yeah, if you don't have good auto evade or power control champions for that fight, then just high damage dealers, so that you can do as much damage before dying as possible, is the way to go. Okay. Now it all makes sense. It's just not really worth it. So unless you're grinding for a champion, you only try and get to max milestones, and that's it. Other than the 5-star arena, I assume. Pretty much. Well, the basic arena is different too, though. We'll go back and look one more time. So, hang on. So the basic arena is different than literally every other arena in this regard, because the basic, look at the bottom half of that description there. It says basic hero. If a basic hero is a duplicate champion, that champion's signature ability increases by 1, and no additional prizes are awarded. So you don't get shards for you know, for pulling this guy in. You don't get ISO. You don't get any of that stuff. But any other arena, well, I guess 2-star doesn't have champions, so this one's a little different too. But any other arena that actually gives you a champion, they're not basic. You know, this is just the full champion, so it's a little bit weird because you actually don't get full duplicate rewards. You get the ISO, but the amount of shards you get is actually a little bit less than if you pulled them out of a crystal, but it would still be worth it. So if that basic Groot, you know, gave you all the prizes and stuff, then it would be worth it. But it's good that it's not, because it keeps the scores low in the basic arena. Otherwise, people would just push higher and get those rewards and stuff like that. Okay, Tom. You also sent over a buck. Sorry it's taking so long to get to some of these. But I was getting to it with the What kind of face is that even? I don't even know, Tom. BG, I recently went to a fancy dress party as a turtle. Other guests started asking who I was carrying on my back, so I told them. That's Michelle. Michelle is in my shell. Boo. Boo all these. Damn it, Tom. I don't even blame you. I blame everyone else for the encouragement. They've made you too strong. ET Gems sent over 2 of them Australian bucks saying, "Hey Dad, loving the stream." Thank you, son or daughter. that I'm not sure of which is which, even though you are my son or daughter. Thank you very much. I appreciate the 2. Jayville God sending over a buck. Thank you very much. Last one is I'm stuck on the boss for 6.1.2 and my best player is rank 4 Sunspot. Any suggestions? 6.1.2. So 6.1.2, that's the Ultron boss that I almost got to on the McFabio account. Honestly, my suggestion is this. You shouldn't be there right now. Like, I don't know, doing that content is possible with rank 4s, but really you're supposed to have a rank 5. At least one rank 5 by that point in the game. So yeah, I'd recommend backing out if, like, I don't know, we can take a quick look at that boss, and I could maybe, you know, give you some tips. It is doable with champions that are not rank 5, like I said, but just because it's doable doesn't mean it's going to be a good time. And you're probably better off working on clearing out content that will give you the, at least a rank 5 before going further in the game. Let's go take a look. A little look-see. Hinach sent over one of them loonies as well. Saying tweet tweet, first ever 6-star feature. Ooh, okay. What do we got? It's not loading for some reason. What the F? Having some technical difficulties. I'm gonna check on this in just a sec, Keenach, because for some reason it's not loading. The King sent it over 2 as well, saying tweet tweet. It's Mr. Shadow is the name. Okay. Hang on. See if that's here. See if I can load that at least. I don't think so. Yeah, for some reason, man, I'm not getting any new tweets. I've refreshed about 100 times. Tried clicking around different things. Yeah, we'll have to give it a minute on the tweets. Sorry guys. Let me go check on this fight real quick, and then we'll go back to Twitter. Okay, so 6.1.2. If I remember correctly, I think this fight, I think it has that shock node EMP mod. Does it have EMP mod? Let me see. Spite or something like that. Okay, aggression armor, spry, so that's the fatigue. Okay, and then yeah, EMP mod, backup recovery, and spite. Okay, I mean, really, you got to try your best to just to not gain any buffs, like at all. Do your best to not gain buffs. One tip to not gaining any buffs, including the dexterity buff. Well, I'll give a couple tips. One, sometimes people just straight up drop dexterity. They just remove dex. They just reset the, you know. They just remove all possibility of dexing by resetting this tree. I don't personally like that method, but just throwing it out there because some people do like it. But I would say doing 4-hit combos is actually a really good way to avoid triggering dexterity. Watch, I'll do it in this fight right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back out. Of course, it's the most. You're not really going to see a good example of it because it's the most passive AI in the arena right now. But essentially what I was trying to show is that you have plenty of time to dash back. Whereas if you do a 5-hit combo and then you dash back, normally they're right in your face throwing a medium attack of their own. And you'd end up triggering the dexterity, which would hurt you with the EMP mod, along with give Ultron power through Spite and stuff like that. I also recommend blocking Ultron specials. But yeah, 4-hit combos, dash back. Ultron will dash at you. You parry him, same thing. Actually, because it's Ultron, what you could do is only attack him while the stun is active. This way you don't even have any chance of him evading. So that's the way I would approach that fight, but seriously, I would maybe consider making that your last one and work on getting a rank 5 champ before pushing forward. It's up to you, of course, but it's going to be a real tough time. Alright, let me check Twitter. Oh, here we go. We've got Twitter is finally working again. Uncollected Red Guardian, MCOC Lightwork. Oh, whoops. Of course, Archangel. Oh, dang, dude. He does a lot of block damage. Does he have block penetration, I wonder? Oof. Yeah, that damage. But nice, man. Those arrows are going to finish things off. Nicely done. Hinach, let me see if I could find yours. Was yours recent, Hinach? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing it. I mean, I looked back a little while, but let me see. Looked back a few hours. Still didn't see anything. Yeah, I'm back like 10 hours. In my my timeline here or whatever it's called. I got nothing. That block damage is likely Mighty Charge. Oh, is there Mighty Charge? Makes sense. Alright. What is this name? Intense XXX Waxer? Is that this name? Intense Waxer. Thank you very much for the 3. Saying, what up, BG? Here lurking. I got a rank up question for you. Rank 2 2099 or rank 2 Domino will be my first 6-star rank 2. Dude, Punisher 2099 is a garbage champion. Just kidding. Of course, I know you're talking about guillotine. All right, here's my problem with this question. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, before I even give you an answer on which champion I think is better or more useful. Here's my problem with this question. We're talking about 6 stars right now. 6-star champion going to rank 2. And by the time I think you should be rank 2ing 6-star champions, by the time that happens, you're deep enough into the game where you should really be basing your rank up decisions more around the content that you're looking to do. And these champions, they don't have a lot of similarities. They both have high damage potential, but their similarities, yeah, there's not much else about them that's similar, you know. So I'm thinking that you're just kind of ranking up. You just have a couple of good 6 stars, and you're kind of just trying to figure out which one to rank up just because. And if you're doing that, then I mean it's kind of a personal preference kind of decision. But I would maybe reconsider things. Again, I'm making some assumptions here, so I could be off on this. But I would maybe reconsider things. Look at your 5-star champions, unless we're talking about a rank up gem they're using here. And you might have an even better option there that would target more specifically the content that you're looking to do. All that said, if I had to pick one of those 2 champions myself, well, I would choose Guillotine 2099 over Domino. Just, in my opinion, has more utility. I think people are also using her for flow wars at the moment. Useful for that. And I just enjoy the champion a bit more, even though I don't have a ton of experience with either. But yeah, man, I'd keep some of those things in mind, because it seems... I know some people really like to just rank up 6-star champions. They got that 6th star. It's so much shinier than the 5 stars of other champions. And I feel like sometimes better rank ups get overlooked just because a champion has a 6 star. So, I don't know everything in your case, but hope some of that helps at least. Sent it 15 minutes ago? Yeah, Hinach, man, I got nothing. 15 minutes ago. Like here, I'll show you my whole notifications. Just got ones from World's Finest Dudes, who also just sent over a super chat. Is that to check Twitter? Hey BG, are you gonna blow units on exclusive 2-star crystals again? Also finally got 2, technically 3 great 5 stars. Tweet to see. Yeah, nice dude. Good stuff. No, I will, I'm not going to be going for exclusive 2 stars. Nah, I did that once. I kind of regret it. But yeah, so this was 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago. Nothing in between. If it's set to like private or something like that, that's the only thing I could think of as to why I wouldn't get it. Or if it's somehow didn't tag me in it. But World's Finest Dudes, thank you for the buck. BG, someone had the best line last night. It was something like, hey, 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 Banana Nation, this is BG coming at you with a new reaction video. Keep laughing just thinking about it. Take care. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're talking a little bit about the reaction videos. Intense Waxer sending over another 2 saying I got 12 rank 5 at the moment. Sim Supreme, Cap Infinity, Omega, Blade, Stealthy, Corvus Glaive, Starkey, Warlock, Wasp, Ghost, Hype, and gonna start doing 6.2. Okay. Yeah, I would so here's what I would do in your case. Hold on, let me look at some of these again. Okay, so looking at all of those champions that you just mentioned, I don't know how much you're gonna need either of those 6 stars for the average paths. Of course, for like 6-star gates and stuff like that, they will be fantastic to have, and they could just be useful in general. But I would go through 6.2, taking whatever easiest paths possible. And if you find yourself thinking like, oh man, you know what? It'd be really useful if I had Domino here, or really useful if I had Guillotine 2099 here, then I would, you know, make that rank up decision. But knowing 6.2 and looking at the champions that you have ranked up, I don't necessarily think you're going to need either of them right away. And like I said, when it comes to Act 6 content, I generally recommend ranking for that content, you know? Once you find yourself in the need to rank up a champion, someone that's going to help you save resources getting further in that quest, that's when you rank up the champion. That doesn't have to be the only time you ever make a rank up decision, but like that's going to be my advice on it, you know? Otherwise, we're just ranking for fun, and there's nothing wrong with that if you want to do that, but if we're just ranking for fun, then, you know, go with the champion that you like. But like I said, if I had to make a rank up decision on one of those champions, I would personally choose Guillotine 2099. I'm trying to think about like 6.3 and beyond. I'm trying to think which champion's gonna come in handy more in those areas. I'm not exactly sure which one will, but yeah, I would go with Guillotine 2099, or just wait. The patience game, oh man, I'm telling you, patience, it pays off so much in this game. You wait and see what's needed before making a rank up. Seems bugged. Let me try one more time here, Hinach. No, man, I still don't have it. But Intense Waxer, thank you so much for another 2. Really appreciate it, man. Hope some of that advice helps. I always think, man, like I'm not entirely sure how much my advice helps, because it's so often like, well, can't give you the answer. I can only tell you the way I would think about the problem, if you want to call it a problem, you know. But I do hope it helps. McNewpool sent it over 5 saying, what classes are best to pair with Max Sig Cap Infinity for Act 5.3 through 5.4? I'm guessing that is. What classes are best to pair? Class-wise, for like his Awakened ability, is that what you're talking about? In general, when it comes to Cap Beardo, hold on, let's go take a look at him. It's very situational for his Awaken ability, but in general, the class types that I usually like to pair with him, I just like to have a Cosmic Champion for the armor break. It's sometimes extremely beneficial to have a tech champion with the Despair Mastery, and ideally, you know, a Cosmic Champion and Science Champion too. This way he plays lots of debuffs on the opponents to reverse their healing. But in Act 5, there's not that many places that will come in handy. 5.3 to 5.4. I don't think there's that many places where you need that, so. But let's break it down going from the top.
Man
I don't
loves
know,
beans.
the mutant one, chance on triggering a special attack to gain +1 connect potential. Meh. I would say don't go out of your way to put a mutant champion on the team. The skill one can be useful at times. Chance to purify a debuff. It's really good when you have like a node that stuns you. I don't know how many nodes you could really take advantage of that part of his awaken ability. I'm trying to think of, because nodes that just start you out poisoned or with a bleed on you, I don't think you can purify that, because I think you have to have the connect potential first. And then science, chance on well-timed block to put a weakness debuff on the opponent. The weakness is generally pretty weak. Oh man, no pun intended. It usually doesn't really matter too much. There are a couple of situations where it helps. Again, if you're trying to reverse the healing and you have the Despair Mastery, it's nice. Also, is it weakness or fatigue? No, I think it's fatigue for canceling Mortal's Astral Evade. Yeah, that weakness one, usually pretty meh. The Mystic one, each time a buff expires or is nullified in the opponent, meh. Cosmic, you get the armor break. Like, here's the thing about Captain America. Normally, like I said, I like to have, Cosmic for the armor break, which will help his damage a little bit. But Captain America is the type of champion where you don't need, like, he's great just all on his own. So I wouldn't really plan a team around his Awaken ability here, unless you did find a situation where you need to armor break the opponent, where they have like a 90% armor buff node on them, or just some other champion that you need to armor break them to help you in the fight. Otherwise, it's just a little bit of a damage boost, and it's not a big deal to have it or not. And then again, for the tech one, the 25% petrify that you're putting on the opponent, if you need to reverse their healing or manage their power a little bit, then yeah, it's great. But otherwise, it's useless. So yeah, I wouldn't really focus on it too much. Unless you're looking at the path and you find yourself again needing that arm breaker petrify. Those typically are my favorite too. And then something like Encroaching Stun, which I don't think is in Act 5 at all. But something like Encroaching Stun, having the skill one can really help you out with that. Where you get stunned. You're watching a Beardo guide? Yeah, I know. I'm very distracted, not in the arena today at all. Alright, Hinach. I gave it one last look, but I guess it ain't coming. Who'd you... I'm still curious. First 6-star featured. Well, what... Give us the details here at least, man. If Twitter ain't working, you got me curious. Intense Waxer sent it over another buck. Thank you very much. Saying it helped my dude. Just been pondering it. Gonna hold until needed. Thanks again. Okay. Alright. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I think that is the play. Black Rube? I don't know if I said that right. But thank you very much for the 2 saying, what's up, BG? Should I rank 5 Medusa, Corvus, or Namor? All great champs. We talking 4 stars or 5 stars here? I can tell you a few things about these guys, but they're all great, so it's going to be a tough call. If you run Suicide Masteries, I'd recommend Corvus. I'd recommend just go with Corvus. If you do not run the Suicide Masteries, that does complicate things. Okay, and you said 5s. Okay. Okay. If you do not run Suicides, you said all Awaken as well. Okay. Well, Namor, I think, needs to be high Sig level. So, if he's not high Sig level, like pretty damn high Sig level, it doesn't need to be maxed, but he's got to be relatively high Sig level. If he's not there, then I would hold off on him until you can get him to a high Sig level. Even then, is it right to go with him? It's rank 5. Over the others? Probably. Sig 115 right now? Okay. That might be high enough. Let's check Aunt May. Let's see here. Namor. What am I looking at? I'm looking at Sig ability. And 115. I don't know. It's a little... 62 and a half. Yeah, I don't think I would go with Namor at his current Sig level. Suicides are not Corvus all the way? Maybe. But I don't think I would go with Namor at his current Sig level. I think he's still usable at this Sig level, but not worth investing the rank 5 resources. I would say just leave him at rank 4 and once you get him a higher Sig level, then maybe consider taking him to rank 5. Like, he just can't cover as much ground without being fully Sigged up, I would say. There's some specialty nodes that do require it basically maxed out. And then other fights, like just fighting an Electro, you'll find yourself taking a ton of damage back until you get him, you know, Sig 160, 180, 200, somewhere in that neighborhood. So yeah, that leaves Medusa or Corvus. It's a tough call, man. They're both clearly good champions. I think I would personally find myself using Medusa more if I was not running Suicides compared to Corvus. So that's probably the way I would settle it, is with Suicides go Corvus, without Suicides go Medusa. I think that's what I would do. Some people do like to play Corvus without Suicides, and if you like to play like, you know, whichever one of those two champions they're using more right now, you could just take them up to rank 5 and just call it a day right there, man. And there's nothing wrong with either option, but yeah, I kind of hate playing Corvus without Suicides, and I know some others feel the same. So that's what I would personally do. Could also look to the content that you're doing. If you are making your way through, I don't know where you're currently at in the game, but if you're making your way through a quest that has lots of robots, like 6.1, that would even more point in the direction of Medusa, I would say. But yeah, thank you very much for the 2. Good luck with your decision. BG, who would you have as a first rank 5 Cap Marvel movie, or Aegon? Both Awakened, thanks. I would personally go Cap Marvel all the way. Aegon's great, and I'm going to be grinding for Aegon and ranking him up and all that if I get him. But as a first rank 5, like, oh man. I would... it'd be a real tough sell to get me to get Aegon up to rank 5 first. I would have to be on a crazy mission to complete Labyrinth or the Abyss. as fast as possible or something like that. Because otherwise, you know, just going through normal quests, I don't want to have to build up Aegon every single fight. You know, not every single fight, but at every single quest, at the start of every quest. Like, oh man. To me, that sounds like a nightmare. Hey BG, how do you play the game and go on Aunt May? One hand on MCOC, the other on the mouse. You know. I usually play, when I'm doing arena, it's 95% of the time one-handed. BG, serious question. What is your approach with the 2-star crystal available in Intel Store? I haven't even looked at it. I mean, hold on. So let me take a look, because someone else was asking if I was going to spend units. Just said I wasn't going to do. So are there 2 ways to get the crystal? One through units, one through Intel? BG wanted to play basketball today, but the court was wet. Apparently people keep dribbling on it. Ugh, boo. That was the worst one yet, Tom. Boo. But I'm so close. I have 87 5-star champs, and all but 3 are rank 3 or above. Wow. The last 3 are rank 2. So close. Nice. That's pretty sick. Having them all rank 3. Alright, let's take a look. Man, I really like this loading screen. It's nice and simple. Alright, so Intel... Okay, so no, these are just for units, right? Guarantees 2-star champion. Oh, wait, what the... I just noticed they have like the different icons, just like the Black ISO market. So, is it always better to go with the senior then, or something? Like, I don't know. Either way, Magic, Rocket, Doctor Strange, Cyclops. Okay, so they're different champions. Yeah, no, 75 units a pop, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. Pass. My strategy is to not get those crystals. You are waste, Brian. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't even know what to say to something like that. Has anyone... that might be the first time someone has called me waste. I don't know if you guys have ever been called waste, but that is that's the first. You are waste. There are 2 separate pools, both with rare champs. Yeah, okay. Got it. I'm good on that. BG pulled an Old Man Logan today. Not the new 5-star I was looking for, but it's okay. Doesn't he have a good synergy or something? Should I check a website you just found, BG? Old Man Logan, he's not bad. Good synergy? I don't know if he has any real powerful synergy. I would recommend checking a website. Matter of fact, I'll check it for you. Old Man Logan. Where you at? Why? Oh god. Guess I was looking in the middle of the screen. I didn't see him over there. Okay. The synergy. The only synergy that I remember off the top of my head with this guy is this fastball special with Colossus. Which is not amazing actually, but could be useful in some situations. You see here, senior discount, special attacks cost 15% less power. Well, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of these are all that interesting. He's just an okay champion. Old Man Logan, he's just okay. There might be something there that that I haven't played around with, but I don't see anything that stands out as super amazing. Oh, Hinach, dude, your tweet came through. I don't know what this is. If this is a meme, I'm not familiar with it, but congrats on your 6-star Doom, man. Good stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't know what that's a reference to, but congrats. Should I mass rank my 5-star Dr. Doom? Got it first time, don't know what to do. Dr. Doom's a great champ. If you got some rank 'em materials, sure. Rank 'em up. I would like to know how to use Massacre, and do I need certain synergies or Awakening Gem? You know, I made a video on Massacre a long time ago. Recommend checking that out, or some other videos. It's actually been a long time since I played with Massacre. As far as I remember, he does not need to be awakened. He's an alright champion. I would say he's more on the average side of... well, a little above average side of champions. His biggest benefit, or biggest use, I would say, in this game, is that he has a really powerful synergy for Domino. It extends Domino's debuff durations by a full second, which includes parry stuns, and allows Domino to get a lot more combo hits in. It extends the bleed damage that she has, which can be pretty massive, things like that. And so yeah, paired up with Domino makes Domino stronger, and you know, Massacre's not a bad champion, so it's not like a waste of a slot on the team. It's maybe not the best champion they could bring in, so a tiny bit of a sacrifice, but otherwise good champ. But yeah, I recommend checking out some videos on it, because off the top of my head, don't have all the info about Massacre. Sorry, Brian, to call you waste. It's okay, man. I enjoyed it. I've never been called waste before. I know you have Wasp and Sunspot. I don't remember who's there though. Oh, I think talking to Coke. I literally just used a year-specific variant rank 4 on Rogue 2 days ago. Kinda wish I saved now just because. Yeah, I hear you, man. Usually the police just showed up and took my dog. Unpaid barking tickets. Ugh. Seriously, man? Unpaid barking tickets. I'm not even gonna boo it. It deserves to be booed, but I'm not even gonna do it. Is Black Widow Deadly Force gonna be able to get obtained in a crystal? Black Widow Deadly Force? Is that the name of her? Yeah, she'll be added to the crystals eventually. She will be updated to the 5-star crystal, the 4-star, and basically 5-star and lower crystals. Oh, speaking of Black Widow, by the way, content creator program. We just got her. I haven't played with her. I couldn't give you guys any info or anything anyway, but little disclaimer. I don't get to keep this Black Widow. Just temporary access. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Bleh. Yeah, so it usually takes 4 months for new characters to get added to the standard crystals. The 6-star crystal works a little bit differently. Basically, after her featured, after she's in the 6-star as a featured champion, then she'll once that expires, then she'll be in the basic. World's finest dudes. And Overbuck saying, do you think Cap Beardo would be a good first rank 5 5-star unduped? He's not bad. Even unawakened, yeah. Do you really like that champion? And is that the champion that you're using the most right now as a rank 4? If you answer yes to both of those, then yes. He's worthy of going to rank 5, even unduped. But it's more important than pretty much any other time. When you're taking a champion up to rank 5 as a 5-star, like, you gotta really like that champion, because you're gonna be using them. I mean, it goes for every like next level rank up. But it feels especially big as like a rank 5 for a 5-star. You gotta really enjoy that champion, because you're gonna be using them way more than any other I just died. More than any other champion until you get additional ones ranked up. I feel like when it gets to the 6-stars, and we're talking like 6-star rank 3s, could have a similar feeling to it, but I imagine it's a little bit different just because by the time people get a 6-star rank 3, the game has changed a bit to where we're getting so many additional rank ups, and nodes require specific counters that you do end up using, you know, other champions besides just that one. Versus the 5-stars, like where you're at in the game, you're going to be using that champion a lot more. Could you agree KingGroot needs a buff? I think regular Groot needs a buff. I think KingGroot is actually... Oh, God. I tried to use my special. He used his first. I think KingGroot is actually alright as is. He's a different type of champion than most people like to play. But his healing is off the charts. His healing potential, at least. It's also possible that you just kind of get run over in the fight, or you put yourself to sleep during the fight because it's such a long one. But yeah, I actually think KingGroot, he's fine as is. Let's take a little closer look at KingGroot, shall we? Something no one has ever said. How sick is this, man? That a rank 3 6-star champion, 51,000 life. Good lord, man. He is number 1 in terms of max health. He can and this is very important, guys, and he can actually once you have him at rank 3 as a 6-star, he can actually do Labyrinth of Legends. He gets the extended erase timer. Yeah. See, this is balance right here, though, guys. Highest health, lowest attack. That's balance right there. KingGroot did get a small buff this update. Now shrugs off debuffs at fight start. Yes, yes. I saw that. That was my favorite part about the patch notes. You can actually use them with suicides now. Can KingGroot actually do Labyrinth at rank 3? I'm not willing to find out. Maybe once we get him to rank 5 as a 6-star. KingGroot brings balance to the universe. He does. If Red Guardian gets released, it's gonna be God tier champion, right? Well, Red Guardian is for sure gonna get released. It's not. There's no if about it. He'll be released in a few weeks, but nobody can say for sure how strong or not he will be. We can only speculate. EG, do you find it strange that Quake's earthquakes affect flying champs? I don't find it strange. I find it satisfying. Let me tell you some experience that I've had with flying champions in other games. Actually, only one that I could think of that really I found to be annoying. Which is Dota. So, I don't know if it's still like this in Dota 2. But in Dota 1, originally, there was a character called Techies that could plant these mines on the ground. And when you walked over those mines, they blew up. Right? They're proximity mines. Or you could also, you know, plant other types of mines. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were these proximity mines that you could plant, right? And there were a few characters in that game. There's like a, you know, eventually there was like over 100 added to the game. But there were a few characters in the game that could fly. And for just, you know, I guess it made sense, right? It technically made sense. If you're flying over a mine, you're not touching it. So why would it go off? So the mines didn't go off. And it was the most annoying thing ever. Screw that. Games should not make sense. Always, at least. Sometimes it's important for games to make sense. But most times I'd rather it not make sense. Most times I'd rather just play a game that's fun. And I mean, it's also a little bit strange that, for example, we have a duck that's being eaten by a symbiote body or whatever is going on with Venom the Duck. But we could look past that being a thing. So I think we could also look past Quake's effects hitting characters that fly. So KingGroot can shrug the 100% health in 30 seconds poison node too? Yep. I believe so. Tell us about your future plans. Do you have things in place to continue with your work plans soon? Are you talking about the plans that I said I can't talk about for when I left the Alliance? Those plans? Well, I still can't talk about them. Nothing's changed. Love how you're playing with Quake while you talk about Quake. Oh, was I using Quake even? Oh man, it's completely autopilot. Like Ghost Rider not being incinerate immune while being lit on fire? Exactly. I, for one, still think immunities are stupid. Let's, no, I don't know. I mean, actually, yeah, the whole idea of immunities sometimes is kind of silly in this game. Or just in, like, the Marvel Universe. Well, no, yeah, I guess in this game. I feel like sometimes characters maybe should be immune and they're not. And then other times they should not be immune, and they are. But at the end of the day, it's all just a game. If someone's on fire, I could, you could argue they could still be hurt by fire. I believe it. Oh man, Infinity Man always makes me actually pay attention in the arena. And I hate him for it. Look at this, man. You're having a good day. You're going through the arena, pulling in some sweet rewards, and then you go up against Infinity Man. You actually have to watch what you're doing. Thank you for running into that special, Infinity Man. My elbows are scabby, and whenever I rest them on my bed, I feel pain. What do I do? Oh, man. Sucks, man. Maybe get a bandage? Or find a position that doesn't hurt. Man, I hate having a CCP champion when I'm grinding for a champion in the arena. It's just like, you know, it's annoying having to skip over them. Because, yeah, we're not allowed to use them in the arena, of course. Which I don't want to use them in the arena, but... BG, next time I see you, you could tell me about your secret plans you can't talk about. Just make sure I have a couple cocktails. I won't remember, and I don't know enough people to tell anyone. Dysentery Joe, I don't believe you. I mean, I believe you half of what you said. The other half, I don't believe you. Groot is actually not made of plants. He is a bioorganic species who relies on photosynthesis to live. Things like poison can affect him. I mean, even if he was made of plants can be poisoned. See, okay, poison is an interesting one, because I feel like poison immunity is the one that makes the least sense to me. I could understand bleed immunity. And I guess, I don't know, poison immunity for something like a robot, sure, I could get that too. Yeah, so if you don't have blood, can't bleed, things like that, right? Yeah, I get it. But poison immunity... Dude, when like half of the cosmic champions are immune to poison, I'm just sitting here thinking like, what, really, man? Like Hyperion or Medusa, they just can't be poisoned at all? I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, I can see you being resistant to poison or something. Reduce the chance to be poisoned. Maybe only affected by a more powerful level of poison. Things like that, but full immunity? I'm not buying it, man. I mean, I won't tell Aaron, and that's important because he has a big mouth. Does he have a big mouth? Are you going for Aegon? Yeah, I think so. Just pulled my first 6-star today. Stealth Spidey, any good? Don't have him as a 3 or 4-star. Never used him. Cody, nice, man. Yeah, I'd say that's a great 6-star to pull. I have some mixed feelings about Stealth Spidey. I personally don't really enjoy using him because he feels a little bit clunky to me with his 7-hit combos. But he is useful for certain things, and he does not need to be awakened, so that's a great 6-star to pull. Yeah, there are different poisons in the game. A-bomb is radiation like Ultron, and Man-Thing is pimple pus or something. That's true, there are different poisons. We have neurotoxin, which is... I mean, it's a poison, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little strange, but who cares? It's a game, right? think poison needs a name change to something like radiation or corrosion. Eventually, Kabam's probably gonna have to add those types of things, right? That's like one way to always make sure that champions, like new champions, will be desired. We just keep adding more and more types of damage, and then champions that are immune to that damage type. So we might see things like that eventually. Would you rather have Ghost at Sig 200 5-star or have the Holy Trinity all as 5-star and max Sig? Ghost. It's not even close. The Holy Trinity, as it was once referred to, is I'm not even sure how many people still call it that, because at one point in time it was like the end-all be-all of MCOC, man. You had those 3 champions, you conquer everything. I don't know. It was just an insanely powerful combination of champions for the time. In order to, you know, get people's attention away from those champions, though, the entire game slowly shifted, made lots of counters, made lots of bleed immune champions, things like that, and then also Kabam just started producing really powerful champions, one of them being Ghost, the most powerful of them all. BG, do you ever use arena boosts at all? Just started using them for the 3 and 4-star arena, and I feel they speed up getting the milestones. Oh, they absolutely speed it up. I use them sometimes. If I'm really behind on a grind, I use them. I used to use them all the time for grinding new 3-star champions. Because the 3-star boosts are actually better than the 4-star ones, right? Like the multiplier on them. But anyway, the 4-star boost, I usually save those for when I'm doing a featured grind, and I'll burn through those just to add a little bit to the score. Can robots bleed oil, coolants, and lubricating fluids? Possibly. See, the way that I would think is probably best to handle combat mechanics like bleed is just making them side effects of different types of attacks. So we're kind of putting a bunch of different damage types all under the umbrella of some other kind of name to it, like a piercing blow, or a puncturing attack, or whatever you want to call it. But let's go with like piercing blow, for example. And that way, if it's like a human or humanoid or whatever you want to say, if the champion has blood in them, and you hit them with this piercing blow, they will bleed. Or if it's a robot, their armor will break. Or, you know, it's just like whatever abilities the character has. So it could also be poison. And you could just have a few of these different types of attacks. Oh man, why do I keep doing this? I keep throwing 2 of the same class type. I usually try to avoid that. I think it's the second time it's happened today. But anyway, yeah, then you could throw a few different types of damage. Under each of these. And we see this with certain characters, you know? We already see this with someone like X23. She's the first one that I could think of. There's been others since her. But you know, instead of If you can't bleed the opponent, then you actually gain a cruelty. So it could be the same thing like that. That effect doesn't have to be bleed or armor break, right? It could just be like on this attack, you I don't know, man. You get fired up. You just gain the buff. Whatever. You don't really need to explain it. Just if piercing blow happens, X happens. For you know, and it's different for every champion. But yeah, then we saw Carnage was maybe the first one that I can remember. I don't know if he was the first one, but he's the first one that I can remember. Where if you try to bleed the opponent and they can't bleed, then it'll be an armor break. It's got to be one before Carnage. But I really can't remember off the top of my head, at least. BGA, I ranked 4 my Nick Fury. Should I rank up to rank 3 my Cat Marvel movie or Medusa? I need to complete Variant 1 and explore 5.4. Ranked 4 Nick Fury. Yeah, I would go with Cat Marvel. If you have Nick Fury ranked up, I'd go Cat Marvel. In Variant 1... In Variant 1, you won't be able to synergize them together, but for most other areas of the game, you'll be able to put the two together and have a great combo there. Electra. Oh, yeah. Good call, guys. Electra. Electra, but wasn't as powerful as Carnage. Was Yondu before Carnage also? Yes. Yondu, yeah. Yondu, let me see. 95% certain Yondu was before, but I'm second guessing myself here. Alright, so 5/25, 2017. And 6/8, 2017. Yeah. They're actually surprisingly close to one another. Oh god, I'm getting destroyed. Oh god, he almost got an L3. Use that special, buddy. Uh-oh. There we go. You gonna die to this anyway? I didn't even have to bait it out. So yeah, I mean, these things already existed. I mean, and you don't always have to stack them, I suppose. But maybe that's why they didn't want to go that route, I guess. Is because if you call something a puncturing blow, you might have the expectation that it would always be a bleed and armor break situation. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'd be more clear to not have it be that way. In my head it makes sense, but I could see it being maybe confusing. Ryan, you are making my Marvel nerdiness come out, and I don't like it. Your Marvel nerdiness? Is there a previous comment here, Hunter? Hold on. What is your Marvel nerdiness? Very good example could be Wolverine. Hold on, let me go back one more. Long story. Hold on. Okay. It's because of the Kree physiology, BG. You should read more comics. The Kree species is one of the oldest, and because of their age, evolution slowly gave them immune systems superiority. Long story short, BG, you should read more comics, or at least watch YouTube videos explaining them. Very good example could be Wolverine versus Luke Cage. Realistically, Wolverine could make Luke Cage bleed, but the game will likely never become that advanced. So, You said... evolution slowly gave them immune system superiority. I'm okay with that. But full immunity? There's no entity in this world or no, you know, new things that could possibly come up. I mean, think about how long life has existed, and there's new poisons or whatever you want to call it. There's always new things. Just because you got a strong immune system, you know what I mean? Got Juggernaut from my 6-star crystal. It was supposed to be my second 6-star. Ugh. Rip on the jugs. What tangent is this? Poisons. Tangent Pixie Bell. ABG, it is rank 5, my 4-star torch over my Quake. Haven't figured out how to play her. And my internet hasn't been good enough to catch a stream recently. Was it a good rank up? Is he worth a generic? Thanks. Your torch is a good champion. I don't think you really need to awaken him though. Personally, I would give that awakening gem to someone else who needs it more. Yeah, my doctor said I had the strongest immune system he'd ever seen, and I still got pregnant. Explain that. Hobbit. I can explain it, but I'm gonna need a whiteboard, some markers, and a cucumber. We'll talk after. We'll talk later, you know. Went for the Ghost Incursion Crystal and ended up with Ghost, but Ghost Rider. Pissed is an understatement. Dang, Jay. Wrong Ghost, dude. Have a good night, BG. Head to bed. It's 3 a.m. here in DC. Okay, man. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. Have a good night. When your fictional alien species has existed since the dawn of the universe, you would tend to be evolved enough to be immune to all known diseases or poisons. Let me call up Bill Nye and see if that's accurate. Immune to all known diseases or poisons? I don't know about that. There's got to be something out there that exists. Poison them, I say. These are the champions I use the most. We're talking about the champions I use the most, and I'm essentially saying to nerf them, but that's not what I'm saying. This ain't a nerf conversation. And actually, on that note, let's go pop some crystals. BG was jumped and robbed by 6 dwarves. Wasn't happy. Ugh. Boo. Just completed Uncollected monthly quest and had 11k 5-star shards, so went for the featured crystal from the Black ISO market and got my Sentinel awakened. Nice. Was that worth it? Are you kidding me? Don't take this the wrong way, but if you're questioning whether that was worth it or not, I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I'd say it was worth it. Congrats, man. ABG, why not a banana instead of a cucumber? When you're old enough, you'll know. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea. You could be older than me for all I know. I just feel like it was the right thing to say. But no one has immunity to heartbreak. Sinister Strawberry. That's the truest thing anyone has ever said. I'm trying to explain why those characters have poison immunity. If you didn't know, the Inhumans were created from hybrid Kree and human DNA. So you're telling me they're part human? That's their flaw. No, I appreciate the explanation. It's good info about why they have poison immunity, but still feel like they could be poisoned. Or maybe in a weakened state, right? Because there's got to be ways to weaken your immune system. Maybe Hyperion hasn't been getting much sleep. You ever think about that? Huh? BG, any chance you owned a comedy club in a past life and then did something really bad to deserve this? Oh, man. There's a chance. I mean, I can't speak for my past lives, you know what I mean? So maybe so. It's possible. Alright, on that note though, guys, it is it is about that time, and I need to get out of here. I need to finish up this video. Another mass rank up video coming in the morning. And then Aegon grind. It's all love, BG. Yeah, I know, Tom. Who woke up Hunter? He started his own tangent? Oh, yes, Pixie Bell, you're totally right. This is Hunter's tangent now. It's not even mine. Mate, does Sentinel need to be awakened for Crossbones fight and for Variant? Does not need to be awakened, no. The awaken ability is really helpful though. Makes it 10 times easier to get his analysis charges, which you kind of need to do with Sentinel. But he can be played unawakened. I use Sentinel on my McFabio account unawakened to do Variant at least. In Act 6, I was having a bit of a rougher time. But just for that Crossbones fight, yeah, you could do it with him unawakened. This convo that's ongoing is things I used to speak of when I used to get super stoned. Yeah, I could see it. Rogue absorbed her powers from Ms. Marvel, who is a Kree, but because Rogue is merely a mutant who has stolen those powers, she isn't immune. Justice for Rogue. Buff Rogue. ABG just arrived. I'm not late, am I? You're a little bit late. We're looking at eggs right now. That means you're definitely a little bit late. Hate to break it to you. Where's the mass crystal opening video? Well, I haven't opened the crystals yet. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Soon-ish, but I don't know when. BD is ranked, rank 5 Ghost. Who should I rank 4? Awakened Namor, Unawakened Archangel, or Unawakened Symbiote Supreme? Hold on. Just rank 5 Ghost. Should rank 4. Well, I definitely would not recommend an Unawakened Archangel. As for the others, though, it really depends on what you need. Both Namor and Symbiote Supreme are great champions to have. But they both are a bit specific in what they counter. So, if you need to cancel out damage reflecting abilities like Thorns and Electro and things like that, you want to go with Namor. If you're maybe approaching the 6.2 champion boss, well, Sim Supreme is probably more helpful, you know. things like that. So when you grind for specific champs, do you do a day and night stream of Arena or just night? It depends. Sometimes I do day streams. I'm probably going to stream during the day tomorrow. But I don't do it every day. Alright, last super chat message, and then I am out of here. I said I was going to be out of here like 5 minutes ago, and then I didn't leave. Steel. Thank you very much for the buck. Saying, I'm grinding second round just because you're going first round. Okay. Hey, just keep in mind, I'm only one person, if I even get Aegon, because I could miss. If I even get Aegon, that doesn't mean I'd be taking the one spot that you were getting. Or maybe you're just saying you don't wanna take my spot. Is that possibly it? Either way, okay. Thank you very much for the buck. Good luck when you grind during round 2. I might grind both rounds, just to let you know, too. I might actually go for both rounds. I'm not sure. One last big egg for the road, BG.